yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, good man. You've managed to keep training?
Yeah, I've been doing bits of running. Been using a friend's gym, so I've been doing bits. Yeah.
Yeah, good man. I massively appreciate you coming on today, Lee. And obviously we get on to talking a bit about boxing, but obviously you're on here now to talk about something that's close to both me and you. So for everyone who may not know, your younger sister Holly is autistic. Can you tell us a little bit about her herself?
Yeah, she's 19 now. She's she's severely autistic. She's non-verbal, and she got diagnosed with autism when she was 1 year of age. So it's been a tough time for us all as a family. Me mum and dad especially. They care for Holly 24/7, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's a big deal, but it's a big thing that we massively support. It's close to all of our hearts, and we do as much as we can to help get that awareness out of autism.
Yeah, man. Because when you actually found out, well, she's 18 now. It was 17 years ago, was it? You found out?
Yeah, we found out early on that she was autistic, and we didn't know what autism was, so we had to learn in the process and get to understand the traits and what she does throughout her day. Obviously, the spectrum's so big with autism.
Yeah.
People can be verbal, people can be, a lot worse than Holly. But Holly's non-verbal, and she has her own little ways in life that and routines that she does. But it's good on the good days, but it's also bad and tough on the bad days.
Can you give us a little insight to the everyday struggles, not just for yourselves dealing with it, but the struggles that she has to deal with too?
Obviously, I can only see from the outside. I don't know what goes on inside the head. But she's a character to be around on the good days. But the struggles, sometimes we don't know. We don't know what's going on inside, and we don't know. She can't tell us if she's feeling sick. She can't tell us if she's got a headache. Yeah. Obviously, she's a girl, so she has periods. She's the same as any other girl in that sense. And it's tough, and she's non-verbal, so she can't tell you none of these things, and she's got no patience in other circumstances. It's tough. She's very, very OCD on her bad days, even more so. She's very controlling. Your t-shirt's got to be straight. Your legs have got to. You can't have your legs crossed on the couch. You can't sit on a mobile phone texting. There's loads that could go on all day. But she's very, very controlling on her bad days. But she's a special person to us, and I wouldn't change it for the world now.
And you've obviously got a very supportive family who's given her the best too.
Yeah, we've got a very supporting family. We've got a big family, and we love a lot. So we try and do as much as we can for her, and also for the the autism awareness. We try and raise awareness. A lot more are noticing it now, and it's becoming more common and more known of kids with autism. But I'll be totally honest with you. Yeah, Holly was the first person, not the first person who's ever had autism, obviously, but it was the first person I've ever knew with autism. It's the first time I'd ever been exposed to autism and what it is. And like I say, when my mum sat us down and said, "Look, Holly's autistic," we said, "What's that?" First answer they gave was, "What is that?" So I'm early on fighting with autism on our shorts. We got an awful lot of messages. What is autism? And also then people saying, we thank you for raising awareness because we've got a son or daughter who are autistic.
Yeah. Like obviously my son, when we was told that he was autistic, this was only 3 years ago, and I didn't know what it was then. Do you know what I mean? Because I was the first you hear of it, but like you say, the spectrum is so wide, you
Yeah,
automatically think the worst. And like, I'm grateful that he hasn't got it to the degree of Holly. So you've
yeah,
got to be thankful that it ain't the end of the world, but it is hard to deal with when you hear the name.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
But obviously, it was a long time ago. So what support does your parents have now?
Yeah, you know, they have little bits of supporters in. They've got used to Holly now. Obviously, she went to an autistic school all her life. Now she has, there's places like a respite. You know, she goes to a respite. She does a couple of days there now every so often, which gives me mum and dad a bit of a break. The
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah,
kaleidoscope where she can go throughout the day. She's got there's bits of support, more and more support, and you know we've done things that of charity nights and stuff like that to put towards these things because they're all self-funded, which is crazy and it's stupid how these are all self-funded. You know they should be getting funded by the government and they should be, you know,
definitely.
yeah, they should be a must. And it's stupid that they're self-funded by these people, and we've had to do, you know, charity nights, auction stuff off for to keep like the trampoline class open in there, and
Yeah,
kids once kids set to something, and autistic a big thing with autistic kids is routine, and you know,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
what touching on trampoline, and my sister loves trampolining, and you know, it was going to close only for we done a charity night to keep it open.
It's sad that the government funds so many things that don't need to be funded, and then things like it has to be funded by people like yourselves.
Yeah, it's mad, mate, but it's just the nature of the beast. It's a crazy world we live in, to be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah. Because obviously at the times now, we're all stuck in, and it's even worse for autistic children because you can't take them out, you can't, and it knocks them all out of routine too.
That's exactly what it does, mate. It knocks them out the routine. You know, my sister's day is she's used to getting picked up for school. She's used to coming home from school, coming home straight to a tea, and then obviously, you know, she has different activities that she does, and she can't do it. So it's tough. Her whole sleeping pattern's gone, and again, it's very tough on my mum and dad. Like I said, they live with it 24/7, so it's very tough.
Yeah. Is obviously is there anybody you'd like to shout out who've helped your sister? Any charities or organisations that's helped her? Sorry.
Um, no, not necessarily. Obviously, we've done a lot. I'd like to thank everyone who's donated towards things we've done, you know, and charity events we've been involved in, auction stuff off. You know, I think every now and again, if something comes up that we need to put money towards, we will do an auction, whether we auction a pair of fight shorts off. And, you know, the people
Yeah.
are good that people will pay money because, you know, it's going to a good cause. You know, people will pay over the odds. Like, you know, for instance, if I was going to just say auction 2 tickets for the football match for the Liverpool game. You know,
Yeah.
the £50 cost, but people will pay over the odds because they know it's going to go to a good cause. So
Good cause, yeah.
obviously we have to thank them people who know it's going to a good cause. But you know, we've all put our stuff in to help towards that. You know, we've all pulled our weight.
Yeah, man, that's great. Before I just go on to ask you a few questions about boxing, have we got a few supportive words for people who might be struggling at the moment?
Yeah, just stay as positive as you can be. You know what I mean? It's tough times. It's a little bit better now. The weather's okay. You can, you know, sit in the garden and do whatever. But you know, the times when the weather isn't too bad, it's raining. That's when the isolation's going to hit people. So it's just be as positive as you can be. Speak to people. You know, speak to people who you're checking on. People really. I know we're isolating, but you can still make a phone call or still, you know, see people from a social distance. And this, you know, it's not going to last forever. So you know, we just need to be positive and hopefully it'll blow over soon.
Yeah, man, that's brilliant. Thank you, Lee. So I guess the next question is, what's happening with the Kell Brook fight?
Oh, I don't know, mate. You know what? It's when I say it's fresh because it's still getting spoke about, but it's starting to do my head in already, mate. So I don't know how he felt with the Khan situation. Khan must have been sick and tired of hearing Brooks' name, and Brooks must have been sick and tired of chasing Khan, and he's chased him for 5 years, and that's what I've said.
Yeah,
I'm not digging him saying he's not that good, but what I'm trying to say is he's not that much of a superstar, and he hasn't got a world title for me to chase. Like embarrassingly, I've said I'd love that fight. I would love that fight. Now we're both with Eddie. I just feel it's dead easy to make. He's not a world champion. I'm not a world champion. We've both got no world
yeah,
titles, and we're both not in mandatory positions. You know, I'm going to be the next mandatory, but Teixeira's got to fight Castano first. So I'm just saying I'd like that fight now because it's a big fight. But
yeah,
I'm not going to embarrass myself and fucking chase him and
yeah,
you know, so basically base the rest of my career on him. If he wants to fight, good. If not, you know, I'll move on. I'll try and fight Jesse Vargas, or I'll try and fight, you know, somebody else, or keep myself in the mandatory position for the winner of Castano and Teixeira. But it's not for the lack of trying, mate. I want that fight, and I know a lot of people would like to see that fight, but
yeah.
it seems we could rather look elsewhere.
Yeah, because it's not as if you're shy of fighting top competitors. You fought, you know, some of the scariest fighters in the division.
Yeah, well, and I don't mean to say he's scared. You know, I'm not. What for 1 minute means he's scared to fight me, but I do think he's scared to lose. I've said that, you know, a number of times
Yeah,
now. He's not scared. He's fought Golovkin, who's a bigger and better fighter than me, but he loses to Golovkin. People say, oh, he was too big. He loses. So now, what I'm saying, he's chasing a Crawford fight, and if he gets the Crawford fight, good on him. You know, I'd never
yeah,
ever knock that, but if he loses to Crawford, people say you lost to a very good fighter. Whereas if you
yeah,
lost to me, people say you lost to Smith, who's, you know, people say is fucking domestic, is European, is,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So that's where I think it's a higher risk, lower reward for him against me, and I know that.
Yeah, man. You shared the ring with obviously a pound for pound beast in Canelo Alvarez. What was his aura like in the ring? What
Yeah,
what's it compare like?
Azora was something else. To be honest, yeah, he was. That was exactly what it is. The order about him was just fucking something else. You know what I mean? It was not. I get asked all the time,
Yeah,
what was his power? Was his power? And I was like, no, we weren't really, you know, so much his power. It was the order of him, and the
yeah,
ability of the man was more eye opening than anything.
yeah. He's one hell of a fighter, man. And like he's gone up obviously now to light heavyweight. So and you put in a very good performance in it for the first couple of rounds, so it makes you look even better.
Yeah, obviously I went there to fucking, you know, upset him. I didn't go there to be in awe of him and share a ring with him. Obviously, when you look
Yeah,
back
yeah,
now,
yeah,
you know how good he is. Then I just think, oh, well, at that time, when I look back now, I think it was a pleasure. But at that time, I was sick. I was gutted I lost, and I went there with big belief that I was going to beat him, and I had big belief that he was weight trained, and I'd have got to him late, and that was me. That was me. You know, the pluses I was drawing on in the build up, and I got the fight I wanted, to be honest with you, as well. I had me moments in the fight, as in he was always there for me to tie in it, but his cuteness and that, he was too good for me.
yeah, man. Would you say that's a highlight of your career so far? Because you've had a fantastic career.
Yeah,
What are
of
you,
course
31?
I have to say that's the highlight of it, as in before Canelo Alvarez in the, you know, in the AT&T Stadium in front of 50 odd thousand people. Not many will do that.
Yeah, yeah,
But obviously I have to say the highlight. I've become world champion. I've become British champion. And you know, I have to put them as my highlights as achievements. But obviously the best thing I've done was fight Canelo in Dallas.
yeah. Is there anything that you feel left that you have to accomplish before you retire?
No, not really. Like, as in, I could retire. I could have retired after a bit of title, mate, and I'd have been
Yeah,
I'd have been happy. You know what I mean? I didn't want to box as a kid, and obviously I just felt I was become better at boxing than I did at football. And I've done okay, considering I didn't want to box. I've come out of it up to now with a world title, a British title, and I'm financially okay at the minute. So I'd like to just see what else I can do now. Give it another go. When I say another go, I'm only 31. You know what I mean? I'm not 35.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I do feel the division I'm in, I can definitely become world champion again. But I'll be looking
Yeah.
for world title fights or you know the best money fights for me and set me and my family up for a life after boxing.
Well, your family's just bred champions, haven't they?
Yeah, you know we haven't done too bad for four brothers if you look at it that way. And, you know, we 4 of us have won British titles. The 4 of us have all fought for world titles. So I don't think we can complain when we look at it. When we sit round the table or sit in a pub in 15, 20 years time, you think, you know what, we've done all right there considering we were four ragasses from Kirkdale.
Yeah, yeah, and your parents want to be proud that they raised the 4 of you, and also Holly, who's obviously an amazing girl as well.
Yeah, they'll be proud. There's 6 of us. We got another sister, Chloe.
Yeah.
But they'll deep down, I think they'll be very proud. But my mum's proudest and my mum's most happiest day will be when the 4 of us are retired.
Yeah, yeah. Must be hard to watch all the boys fighting all the time.
Yeah, bad. Because obviously, no mum wants to see her kids get punched in the face. But also, believe me, your mum sees the lows of boxing. You know, your mum sees, and fans make the sport what it is, but fans only see that 36 minutes, you know, in the ring. Fans see the fight on the night, and they don't see beforehand. They don't see the aftermath. And I've known fighters in the past, and I've known very, very good circumstances where, you know, you've sold hundreds of tickets, and maybe even on a win, if you've had to go to the hospital after you're only a handful of people who go to the hospital with you, you know, and win, lose or draw, it's a night out to most fans. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly.
And
It is. Yeah, yeah.
that's just the nature of the beast, really. But like I say, your mum and your family see the lows, they're there to pick up the pieces if you've lost the next day and stuff like that. So they see everything. Like I say, my mum's seen everything from us. You know, from myself, I've had some big lows. Obviously, me 2 losses, and the one time I failed weight. So I was. I know I've had lows, and I took a lot of slack for that, but a lot of people don't see it, and the ones closest to you do see it. So again, the happiest day will be when the 4 of us are done with boxing and we don't have to diet and we don't have to, you know, make weight.
Yeah, and the 4 of you deserve it as well. You deserve the time off when you retire.
Yeah, we'll enjoy it. Don't worry.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Lee. It's been a pleasure, but I can't thank you enough for coming on to talking today.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Anytime.
And take your time. Everyone stay safe, and hopefully I'll catch up with you again soon at a show sometime.
Time, mate. No worries. Take it easy.
Thank you, Lee.
Nice one, mate. Time, mate. Bye.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.